Hello. Recently, Uganda's Foreign Minister Okello Oryem came out and said some of the most disrespectful things I've ever heard from someone. He was interviewed by, I think, NTV Uganda about people who are dying of hunger in Uganda. This shameless man said that they die because they're idiots. I want you to watch this video, then we can start from there.
A real idiot that can die of hunger in Uganda. He said this, and I'm sure you heard this.
But aren't we having people dying of hunger?
And those are idiots, because there is enough food in Uganda. If you work hard, there's land in Uganda, the climate is right, in spite of climate change. If you make a double effort to make sure that you go out in the morning, you tilt your land, you plant the seeds, you maintain your plantation, surely you cannot surely, okay? How do you fail then to get food?
Yes, sir.
Now look, when that video first came out, I tried to hold my peace. I said, hey, Mordecai, I'm not going to say anything. But I kept on contemplating and thinking. And a number of many thoughts were nibbling at the corner of my consciousness. I tried to restrain myself from saying a word. But then came a surge of guilt that was taking me over, that a lot of things like this are said and done in my country, and I just cannot be quiet. And you know, I've made many commentaries on a number of things in Uganda. Now, look at this man. I mean, I want you to look at the people that he's referring to that are dying of hunger, and he calls them idiots. Take a look.
This is because I think the most young people have abandoned their parents. There is no close attachment with the parents and old people, so they are abandoned.
She said for her she's 100% normal, no sickness. It's only hunger.
And because one, they cannot go to the gardens and nobody cares about them, they end up starving to death. We visited 3 families and the same thing. Most of these people were about to die. To value their lives so that they can share a loaf of bread with them. We committed them into your hands, Lord.
Now, those are not idiots. Those are our mothers. Those are our fathers. Those are brothers and sisters. These are our friends. To look at what they're going through, to look at them dying and have a man who serves in a cabinet that should be taking care of them saying that, hey, you guys are dying because of idiocy. It is the height of shamelessness. It is disrespectful, to say the least. I don't know why folks like Okello Oryem and other people in Museveni government make us look like Albert Einstein or Isaac Newton. I mean, if you picked a random kid of primary 5 or a high school kid in Uganda and asked them the causes of hunger and why people die, I can guarantee you, I can bet my $1 that they can explain to you clearly. They can give you the reason and how to fix the problem. But how shameful should it be for a gentleman like that guy saying that these people we see dying die because of idiocy on a national television. It is stupid to say the least. And look, I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to sound like I'm here to attack. But one thing I know about bullies, they usually accompany their rudeness and meanness with sometimes with a smirk or a snigger. But this guy is saying these disrespectful, rude, childish, stupid things, to say the least, with a straight face. It is sickening. I mean, I want you to look at the footage of organizations like Delight Africa Ministries and Innovation Africa, the AFP News Agency and NTV. They have compiled. These people die because of things sometimes they cannot control. I feel like I want to jump out of this chair. I mean, that's not rocket science to understand Henry Okello Oryem. Things like famine and drought, these people do not control climate. And for you to come out and say these people die because of idiocy or because they're idiots, it is utterly stupid coming from you, sir. I mean, what does he say? It is only idiot, a real idiot, that can die of hunger in Uganda. If you work hard, there's land in Uganda. The climate is right in spite of climate change. If you make double effort to make sure that you go out in the morning, you till your land, you plant the seeds, you maintain your plantation, how do you fail then to get food? Come on. How do you maintain if the agricultural products are overly taxed? These folks are not dying because they cannot do this. They don't control the climate. Okello Oryem, what's wrong with you? Why do these people continue having cameras and microphones in front of their eyes? Why? If they cannot compose themselves and speak like adults, but not only that, as minister in a government, how stupid should we be? Oh my God, are you kidding me? And how should we respond to you guys? Look at this. Look at the people you're referring to, that they're stupid. Look.
These people, how they are being affected with famine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi. Thank you for allowing us to come. Hi, good morning.
That 3 days, some of them have not had food.
But what do they eat now? What do they have? They eat the leaves of the trees right now?
Yeah.
This is unbelievable, Charles. It's not human. Because of anger, she tied her stomach.
That's what they eat.
Get us corn, get us beans. Is that okay? And find out where is the water.
Yeah.
God bless her. Please tell them that we're gonna come back. But we're gonna come back to pump water.
In different parts of the world, water is taken for granted. But in this particular region, in Karamoja, a mere drop of water counts. In 2017, a team of Innovation Africa from Israel and
Otida, Morota and Kabang districts. Here, more than 1 child in 2 aged under 5 is badly malnourished. In district hospitals, you see children half their normal weight. Their lifeline to survival is a feeding tube. Prolonged drought, waves of locusts and African armyworms and predatory armed groups have ravaged this impoverished area, leaving no food for people to eat. Nangolelo Pond, a mother of 6, lost her 1-year-old child last year.
I went to sell charcoal and I instructed the grown child to stay with the small ones until I came back. When I came back, I found out that the child was already dead. What could I do?
The 3-year-old child next to her is also malnourished.
The child was not sick. It was purely the hunger that killed him. Even this one is on the brink of death.
The family's food mainly comes from wild grasses which grow nearby, but which often cause diarrhea. From time to time, the family also gets plumpy nut, a ready-to-use therapeutic food for the malnourished. Malnutrition can have a devastating impact on a child's long-term.
I mean, look at that grandmother. How do you say that that lady is dying because she's an idiot? I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know. You know, one thing I know for sure is it is not easy to control the urge to gloat when your so-called enemy falls into misfortunes. And I'm not saying that people should celebrate, but people have been accused, more especially young people in Uganda, have been accused of celebrating when folks in government die. But we usually don't pause to ask ourselves, why do they do it? If this man demonizes, belittles starving, malnourished, dying kids, mothers and fathers, he expects the country to mourn with his family when he runs into the worst misfortunes, death. Make it make sense. I mean, look at that footage. Makes me emotional, makes me want to cry. It is unbelievable that you look in the camera and say these words. These mothers are helpless. They cannot even go to the hospital. Are you going to accuse them that, hey, if you can't go to the hospital, then you're an idiot? Hospitals don't have medicine. The roads where they would drive or even walk to go and, attend to medical services are all in the sorry state. But look at the people you're mocking. Look at the people you're laughing at. Henry Okello, come on. This is wrong. It is wrong. Why do you say these words? Why do they keep on saying these words over and over and over again? Is it to trigger Ugandans to do the worst attack? I don't know why. No. Here's the deal. This recklessness should stop. Of you guys coming out and saying whatever you want to say, and you want citizens to receive it with, oh, thank you for saying this rude thing to me. Come on. These people have been abandoned by your government. We have non-government organizations coming in from Canada and Israel, like you've watched in the video, to come and help our people. They're abandoned by you, the government that should be helping them. And like I said, they do not control the climate for God's sake. You can't blame them. You can't blame them for the drought and and famine, and we have levels of unbelievable poverty and corruption and embezzlement of funds and stuff like that. And then you say, these people die because they're idiots? Oh no. Oh no.